But first tonight, the Minnesota primary election is only 2 weeks away, meaning it's crunch time for candidates looking to become the state's next governor. KIMT News 3's Kaylin Thompson joins us live from our Rochester studio after meeting up with two of the candidates who were in our area. Kaylin, who made an appearance today.
Amy, one of those candidates was State Representative Erin Murphy, who is endorsed by the DFL party. She announced her Our Promise education agenda. Take a look. Erin Murphy is announcing her commitment to an education system that supports all Minnesota kids and builds on Governor Mark Dayton's legacy.
It's important that we focus on equity in education, and we know in Minnesota that we are the second most unequal state when it comes to education, and as the governor, I want to continue the work and close the opportunity gap for every child in our schools.
She comes into the race with not only the DFL endorsement, but also the support of current Governor Mark Dayton.
And I have no doubt that she will be a fabulous governor for the state of Minnesota.
Murphy knows she'll have to keep a close eye on Rochester.
As people are moving to this community, making sure we have enough housing, making sure there's the training in the workforce that we need to fill the jobs that are coming to this part of the state, and it's a good problem to have.
And says the state has a role in supporting a community and making sure there's funding available. As for who she thinks will be with her on the ballot for governor after the August primary,
that's up to the voters. We will see. Okay.
Thank you. The Democratic primary race for governor is close. A new poll shows State Attorney General Lori Swanson and Representative Tim Walz as frontrunners, with 28% and 27% of voters showing their support for them. But Erin Murphy has about 13% support. That same poll shows former Governor Tim Pawlenty with a significant lead over Jeff Johnson, who received the Republican endorsement. Pawlenty was the second gubernatorial candidate I met up with today. It's a trip to the University of Minnesota Rochester for Pawlenty as he meets with students.
How are you?
The former governor knows the landscape Rochester has to offer as home to Mayo Clinic, but also sees technical and trade schools as viable options for Minnesotans.
So it is critically important, it is strategically important, it is morally important, it is economically important that we get as many of our citizens in Minnesota and in the country as educated and skilled as possible.
Pawlenty's running mate is current Lieutenant Governor Michelle Fischbach. Live in the Rochester studio, Kaylin Thompson, KIMT News 3.
Thank you, Kaylin. The state's primary is set for August 14th.